Oh, ERhymesSports and the hizzy. Man, so much going on, right? Paul George will be back. You got the Phoenix Suns battling the Lakers. They're 6-3. They took out Kyrie in Brooklyn the other night. Let's go, Suns. The Knicks are ridiculous, a mess. You got the press conference. They're 2-8. Cavaliers spanked them. Look, this roster is not good. Don't blame it on Fizdale. You shouldn't have signed Taj Gibson, Julius Randle, and Bobby Portis. 3 power forwards. How about getting a real shooter and a real point guard? Hello? Okay? As someone who used to have season tickets to the Knicks, it's just appalling. You can't even blame this on Dolan right now, and he's the reason why it's all a mess, and he's a clown. Jimmy G, no. Russell Wilson, yes. Although the field goal kicker missed, Jimmy G didn't have Kittle and didn't have Sanders for most of the night. Seahawks win. We'll get into the power rankings, college football playoff, NFL, da-da-da-da. But NBA, Paul George, we'll see what happens. Oh, and Eric Gordon's out for like 6 to 8 weeks, knee surgery, whatever. The Rams got crazy injuries. They're pretty much only done for the season. And let's do it. ERhymesSports power rankings, college football playoff talk. The rankings come out tonight. LSU, I got to give them props. I thought Bama would win. They did not. But I picked that upset. All right, ERhymesSports. The Steelers beat the Rams. Like I said, baby. Peace. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. ERhymesSports in the building. Yo, I was wrong about Bama. Props to Joe Burrow, LSU, Marshall, the boys, the defense, the turnovers. Tua was hurt. Jerry Judy's dropping balls. It doesn't normally happen. Alright, I'm going to just let you know. And how about Monday Night Football, the classic game? Woo! Russell Wilson MVP, but let's get into it first. My college football playoff rankings. So this is what the AP is going to have. We'll see what happens tonight. For me, I have LSU, Ohio State, Clemson, Bama. I agree with that. I would put Georgia, I'd have them at 5, Oregon 6. No problem. Yeah, I would have Minnesota there and Utah, but I'd have Oklahoma 9, Penn State 10. That's just how I see it. I put Baylor up a spot higher. Auburn's good. Wisconsin and Michigan and Notre Dame. I don't know. Maybe I'd put Cincinnati ahead of those guys. But I'm telling you now, Oklahoma's still got a shot for the college football playoff. So does Oregon. We'll see what Minnesota can do when it comes down to finishing the Big Ten. I don't know if they can survive or even match up. They'd have to run the table and win the Big Ten championship or lose to Ohio State in a very close battle. Only Alabama's shot that they have is Ohio State loses to Michigan, Minnesota loses to someone else. You know what I mean? Like they need chaos, and Bama can get in if they beat Auburn, and Auburn keeps on winning. Okay, so that's what has to go on there. The Knicks are having their issues real quick in the NBA. Clippers and Lakers keep winning, although the Lakers lost the other night. I don't know about firing Fizdale. It's hard because I still think Mark Jackson should be the head coach, and let's go ahead and bring in somebody else as the GM, president, or whatever. Let's clean house. I mean, right now, I'd rather bring back Isaiah Thomas. Okay, I know a lot of y'all wouldn't agree with me, but I would. I definitely would. But we'll see. So, NFL, we're going to get to my power rankings, but just looking at the playoffs. So, the West, this is how it's set up now. Niners and Packers are leading their division. Seahawks will be the 5th seed. Saints will be the 3rd. Cowboys the 4th, and Vikings the 6th seed. So those are the top 6 teams. Rams got injuries. The Eagles, you don't know. We'll see after the bye week. Steelers took care of the Rams, like I predicted with the upset. It's really hard to, predict what's going to happen in terms of who is going to remain or stay healthy and be able to bounce back, you know. But when you're looking, you know, at the AFC playoff picture, you have got to pay homage and respect to the Baltimore Ravens. And, you know, it was a good weekend. Patriots had the bye. Ravens, Lamar Jackson with the crazy jig moves. And got the win. Of course, Cincinnati sucks. You know, shout out to AJ Green, bro. I wish you'd get out of there. The Texans, they'll be back. They should be healthy. So you have the 1, 2, 3 seeds, right? The Bills would be a 5th seed. The Chiefs would be the 4th, right? And then the Steelers would be the 6th. But the Raiders are right there, and they still got a shot up for the division. You know, the Chiefs better watch out. Colts, you don't know what to believe or trust. And then the Titans, who beat the Chiefs, big win. Still alive to battle the Texans. We'll see what happens when they match up. You know, you mash it up. But my top 10 ERhymesSports power rankings. You know, follow me on Facebook, IG, Twitter, and you know, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. But the power rankings, I went with the Ravens. Okay. Then I went with the Seahawks. Now remember, the Ravens beat the Seahawks and the Patriots. Then I went with the Niners. You know, last night was a big statement. Now, Jimmy G didn't have Sanders and Kittle. Sanders got hurt kind of early, but still, the Seahawks went to their crib and beat them. You got to acknowledge that. And I think Jimmy G, I don't know if I'm ready to trust him for a championship. Okay. So that means the Seahawks or Saints could go back in their NFC Championship and beat the Niners. Yeah, I think it's possible. We'll see. But the Patriots 3, they were idle. Packers 4, even though I didn't, you know, love how they've been playing lately. They're still legit, you know. Yeah, they're 5, and then 6. Houston, they'll be back and ready and healthy. New Orleans, that was a bad loss, but an anomaly in division game to Atlanta, but losing at home, and they don't push it down the field. That's a question. Houston 7, they'll be back. 8, Minnesota, they could easily move up higher. Dallas 9, and yeah, I put the Steelers at 10. The defense is legit. You know, you could call me a homer. Steelers Nation, stand up. I think they've been playing well, even with the injuries, and wait till Connor gets back, and, you know, the offensive line's legit, but the defense, they are killing it in turnovers. Mika Fitzpatrick is the truth, and that's my top 10 ahead of KC and Buffalo. Buffalo offense is trash, and, you know, the Browns beat them, but at the end of the day, I don't know if the Bills will hold on to that playoff spot. You know, the wild card could be the Raiders and the Steelers, or Colts and Steelers, or Titans and Steelers. But I do think the Steelers will get the wild card. All right. So that's it. You know, ERhymesSports in the building, yo, giving you nothing but the hits, baby, bro. So we will definitely get into Steelers Browns for Thursday Night Football, NFL and college picks next week. But I'm in, I'm out, without a doubt, scream and shout. But can we just talk about it? The emergence of the black quarterback. And it shouldn't be a big deal, but, you know, it makes you think about Colin Kaepernick not being in there. When the Ravens have used Greg Roman, the OC that Harbaugh had, right, in 49ersville. And what Lamar Jackson is doing is what Kaepernick could be doing for many teams, like the Jaguars, you know, could have been like for the Colts, you know, the Jets, the Giants, plenty of different teams. But, you know, what are you going to say? Mahomes is a beast. Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson. Those are the top 4 MVP candidates. Christian McCaffrey, Dalvin Cook. Those are the top 6 guys. And Dak Prescott's killing it. Kyler Murray is doing his thing. You know, this is like a golden age of the black quarterback, Jameis Winston. Cam's hurt, but if he comes back with North Turner, you know, I love Kyle Allen, but Cam hasn't been healthy. We just got to be honest. Last year, lost to my Steelers. That was the last time we saw him healthy. They were 6-2, and he was killing it. So that's it. Hit me up. Holla at your boy. ERhymesSports in the building, yo. Peace. Yeah, man. Rhymes and sports. You understand? Holla your boy. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Peace.